Welcome back to another video on the Respect and another edition of AEW Dynamite Out of 10. This is a bigger episode than usual. AEW packed it with matches, including John Moxley v Darby Allin and Bryan Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness in a massive dream match. For the first time, of course, since McGuinness returned from that long layoff. McGuinness kicked off the show with his entrance for his proposed match against Danielson, but when it came for the American Dragon to arrive, nobody came out. A moment later, the final countdown came out to a pop, the match got started, and McGuinness seemed caught off guard by a forearm strike. The American Dragon was almost playing with his rival early on, but the British wrestler seemed to find a second wind only when they began trading uppercuts. They made this feel like a hard-hitting bout at times, but it never reached the level fans had expected based on their previous encounters in ROH. The problem with this kind of match is it's been anticipated for so long, there's almost no way it can live up to expectations. Adding, of course, McGuinness' single inexperience over the last however long, it kind of went on for longer. The good news is they both got better as the match progressed and chemistry came back. While McGuinness is so out of practice, these two skilled performers did their best, and it was a very enjoyable performance. Both men came close to winning several times before McGuinness tapped out. He could actually have been seen saying thank you before tapping, which shook the announcers. Christian Cage came out holding a contract for his guaranteed title shot, but Kip Sabian stole his pen so he couldn't sign it, which was quite a fun spot at the end. But yeah, on to the match itself. I thought it was really good still. Obviously, it's not going to quite hit the match heights of what we saw in the past between these two, but obviously it's never going to do with both of these men's injury loss, especially Nigel. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Seeing these two in the ring again was pretty surreal. So yeah, on the whole, I thought it was great stuff. 8 out of 10. Hook then defended the FTW Championship against Roderick Strong. Hook was out first for the title defence, but since the FTW rules, he also had Mike Bennett and Mate Taven to fight off. They immediately escalated into a violent and competitive contest. Strong used his allies to gain an unfair advantage, so Hook was on the defensive for several minutes. A few weapons came into play, but they made sure not to make them the main focus. They were giving them sparingly to make traditional wrestling moves like a gutbuster more devastated. Hook locked Strong in Red Rum to get the win and retain the title. After it was over, Strong offered a handshake. Hook accepted and Strong hugged him before leaving. That was a surprising show of sportsmanship, but it worked. Hook gave an interview after the match and officially retired the FTW Championship. He had a quick emotional moment with his dad. I thought it was a nice way for the title to go. It's about time. AEW's got more titles. I think it's a nice moment to end a strong match. So yeah, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Before it's time for the Young Bucks against Will Ospreay and Carl Fletcher, with the tag belts on the line, the Bucks used some dirty tactics to take control after the bell, but Ospreay and Fletcher gained the upper hand as the show cut to break. The aerial assassin seemed to have the match in hand, but he missed a hidden blade and ended up on the receiving end of some signature Bucks offense. It was a fantastic display of tag wrestling. The Bucks have chemistry with almost everyone, but Ospreay and Fletcher seemed to bring something out of them we hadn't seen in a while. They fought 2 commercial breaks, so had plenty of time to make it as exciting as possible. In fact, it's probably the best the Bucks have been in months. After Ospreay refused to let Fletcher use a screwdriver and told Callis off, the Bucks hit the BTE trigger after illegally using the belts as weapons. So yeah, I thought this was really good. Gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought Ospreay and Fletcher, to be honest, I didn't really know what to expect from them as a pair, but so far they've been really, really good. And I thought this match just proved it. Definitely could see future matches down the line, but I thought this worked really well. Gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Prince Nana was then giving an interview when MVP made his debut. He gave his card to Nana and told him to pass it on to Swerve so they could talk business. Yeah, surprised to see MVP and alone. So yeah, we're going to get a tease at some point. Could it be Bobby v Swerve? Bobby and Swerve together? Who knows? But I think that definitely creates an interesting sparkle going forward. When's he going to arrive? Yeah, big question. I really like that fact. So yeah, good stuff. Before we got Mariah May versus Yuka Sakazaki, the Japanese star hit a springboard crossbody as May made her entrance. Once they got into the ring and the bell rang, May recovered and they began trading punches. With the jump having a significant power advantage, she made sure to use it every turn. Sakazaki fought creative ways to keep herself in the fight, but the glamour was too much for her. The title holder won the Storm Zero to retain her belt. This was a fun bout with a few standout moments. It left a lot of room for them to grow in future encounters as well. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I don't think it'll be their best match, but hopefully I think they'll get more than one match just to show how good they can be together. Because yeah, I think there is a lot of potential between these two, but yeah, just maybe didn't showcase it quite in this one, so I'll go with a 6 out of 10. Marina Shafir then accompanied Moxley to the ring for his main event against Darby. As soon as the match started, Mox took control again, punishing his opponents. These two men are both known for leaving everything in the ring, so it's no shock to find out it's a tough fight, especially for Alan. Most of this bout was Mox finding new ways to hurt his opponent, while Alan occasionally making a comeback, taking a big risk. Mox and Shafir exposed the hard floor beneath the ring padding, and Alan ended up crashing and burning after a suicide dive. This was more like a series of car crashes than a typical wrestling match, but it is what it is to make both of these guys fun to watch. Mox secured the the win with a Death Rider from the middle rope and earned a shot at the world title in the process. Danielson showed up and attacked Mox until Shafir, Pac and Claudio got involved. A few other stars showed up and helped Danielson fend off Moxie's crew to win the show. Yeah, a really brutal end to the show. And that match, Danielson Moxie, I think it's what it's all been building up to. I really enjoyed the match, the violence of it all, and the story with Danielson afterwards. How's Alan going to react to losing his title shot, etc., etc. I thought this was a really strong way to win the show. I think it could go so many different rabbit holes. I'm really intrigued to see where it goes. So yeah, 8 out of 10, great stuff. AEW hyped up Grand Slam as one of the biggest episodes of Dynamite in 2024 and didn't disappoint. Every match was enjoyable in different ways. I thought, tag match was probably the best. We got an MVP surprise. Of course, surreal seeing Danielson and McGuinness in the ring together. I thought this was a really strong episode of Dynamite, I have to say. It's probably pushing an 8 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7 guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.